What you drop on me for? No, I ain't drop on me. Yo, drop on me for. Just why if it's just cool. Sit there. Yes, I. Ah, see me have a red flag. Ginger, nice. Serious business today, you know. Cause me in the royalty color then. See, me in my purple, and me in my black, and me in my red, with some white tonight. See? So, today, me not hold back my mouth, you know, cause we are royal people. We come from royalty. See? No black people don't know that still. First of all, good morning. All praises to the Most High. Obi Taba. Obi Taba. Obi Taba. What we tell the people then? Together we stand divided, we fall. Man a warrior. See? And that's why I tell people, I is one, you know. Bless people, bless, bless, bless. Bless, all praises. All praises. I tell people, say, I'm a warrior. Is he there? No, man deal with good over evil. Is he there? And we are people of royalty. Because we have royal blood. And we not talk about the people who have claimed that title there. No. We are talking about the original people there. Alright? And we know me done tell Honor said these people are scattered all over the face of the earth. They are in Australia right now. Enough of them is over there, and they treat them like nothing. Some people, not all the people, but some people under that negative force there. Treat my brothers and sisters in Australia and other places around the world, and even right here in America. We see how they treat us. Now, if we are people of royalty, that means we are coming from a high background, and you know what say for the forefathers them ever rich, ever blessed. See, we is not in competition with the world. But it's like the world, something is wrong with the other nations, just the other nations, because we have people in our nation, in our generation, in our families, you know, that are evil just like the outsiders. So we're not sitting here and pointing finger at everybody. We know who, because like I said, good and bad in everybody. But let's stick to the subject as we as royal people, and I am into the royal color. Purple is a royal color, and we must wear the purple. But as royal people, like I was saying, why is it that these other nations of people and even our government, the people who say they govern over us, know who we are, and yet still they have one state of mind. One state of mind is eradication, to eradicate us. Now, our presidents and our so-called leaders and those politicians that you notice every time that they wants to come into power or they wants to hold a seat, they comes out in our community, they goes all around, they pretend that they're loyal, they pretend that they are for us, they are gonna do something that's gonna make it not under justice but under equality. And as they give us that job, you know what I mean, it happens decade after decade. We see it all the time. We see people who comes out, politicians that comes out and cry from, you know, the corner of the eye and smiling at the crack of the teeth, whilst they bombard, what they call it, there's a name for it, trickify. There's another name I was going to use, but I'll go with trickify. They're very trickify, and they tricks the people by promising the people of change. Now, I always say change is good. I don't have a problem with change. If change is going to come out for the good. You see this marker here? Don't make me pick you like a bird in a tree. You hear me? I'm going to send it behind you. Don't do things to stop me from doing what I'm doing. I got to reach to Kings County. I don't want to go to Kings County. Relax. Take a break. Take a breather. Think of what you're doing. Okay? Let me do my thing. So yes, people, excuse me with that. But sometimes I checkmate people. I don't care where I'm at. My children, I don't play with them. When I see they doing things that will cause me to be in a situation where definitely I don't need to be there, it's my job to see. I keep my eye on them whenever I'm around, and I will not let them hurt themselves nor cause me problems. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So there comes around every time it's election time. It comes around and you see they go out and they got the little they go to different states and different communities, and they preach and they talk and what they're gonna do if they get in power and what not and what if, and they promise you. I promise. My mom's also told me that, and she was uneducated, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but this woman was brilliant. My mom's always said to me, she said, a promise, a promise, a promise is a comfort for a fool. Now, most people live their life by promises. You see, it's gonna be okay if they just get a promise. Everything gonna be fine because John Brown said, I promise that I will. And Harry said that I promise. And a whole lot of promises that cannot be fulfilled. And our people been accepting these for a long time. I don't know what happened to us. Sometimes every time election comes around, if we drop on our head, or if the lyrics that these politicians are putting out of their mouth could just grab our mind, could just make us stop thinking. Our thinking ability, we don't have that anymore, because we see every time we go out, they say if we come out, we're gonna make a difference. They say, yeah, black people scared to vote. They say black people sits in their house and believe that something gonna happen, a change gonna happen. They say all type of things about black folks, all Latino, the minority, what they say towards them. And you hear it all the time. Oh, black people do not go to our congressman, and black people don't go over there. Man, it doesn't matter what we do, man. The key thing is to keep you, hold you in bondage. Now, yes, together we stand upon the movements. If we come together and start to organize, centralize, and socialize, then we're going to have an understanding of our community, and we're going to know what's going on. We could able to make business in our community. But if we always got to wait for someone who's not part of our community, someone who does not know what's going on in the community, what the community needs, the things that haunts the community, they cannot relate to that, because they just comes in at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, open the business places to take our money. To take our money. So they get their money, they get our money. That's all what they want to do. You see, they don't even like us. They don't even like you. You go out, and I'm not racist, but I got to say, because these are things that I have experienced by me spending American currency with a person from Asia, or a person, not all, again, like I say, it is not everybody that's from these different countries, Oriental countries, or whatever country that you're from. You could be Caucasian, you could be Spanish, you could be German, whatever you are. In every part of the earth, there are certain massive of groups of people who have this prejudice, racist mentality. So these people that have this type of mentality, even though they have this mentality, they also knows these poor people over there, y'all saying that they're poor, they got money. Because as you can see, they come to our community in an ASAP and open a business. And I'll tell you this, when the business is done and it's open, grand opening, you goes in there and see who you seeing in there. See who you see spending money where they said they didn't have. See who. We buy everybody's nonsense. Let a black man open a store. Let him invent something. Let a black man say, you know what, man, I own this house right here, and I'm just gonna put a fruit stand right there in front of my yard. In my yard, I'm gonna just open a fruit stand right there, and everybody would pass that man. They would not go there to patronize that man. But you'll see they line up to the fruit stands, and the fruits that's coming over there is not even authentic. The fruits that you're getting there is not even authentic. But we're gonna stick to our politicians and the people that say they care about us. And the people that say they want to see us do better. How could you want to see us do better when you always have our face in the sand? You always got your feet on top of my head and I can't breathe. So how could I do better? Give justice, you give injustice. And this is why I said, I don't want nobody speaking to me about justice. Speak to me about equality. Speak to me about that. And we could have a conversation. On the moment you're going to come tell me about, they say no justice, no peace. Man, come on, man. They've been killing us under that, man. And we still have that mentality that we're going to get peace under justice. That's not going to work. You need equality. You need equality. And all these politicians in all these Oxford universities and Washington, whatever, you know, these great colleges that they go to, these mighty colleges that they go to where they get their bachelor's and their social degree and all of that here. And then now, they comes out here, the intention is to become a zillionaire. They're not going to help you. They never have the intention to help anybody. And they're not going to help this race, this skin color. We need to help ourselves. We don't need nobody trying to help us. We need to help us. So how are we going to help us? By spending money with each other. That's how we're going to help each other. By making business, creating business and supporting each other's business. This is how our money, we did it before. This is our money going to circle in the community. But if you're going to take the money out of the community and then you're going to go and spend monies that for someone else, and don't get me wrong, you can buy whatever you want, but I'll say spend more money in your community. Spend more money with blacks like yourself. Spend more money in black businesses, small businesses. No matter who it is, on the sidewalk, man, you see a man selling berries, you see a man, whatever the man doing, the man is doing something. By you supporting that man, you're giving that man ability. You're giving that man strength. So when you leave that man right here, and okay, I'll show you a perfect example. A brother might be on the sidewalk selling berries, and he might sell the berries for $2. But you could go to the Arabs and get the berries for $1. But how many of you bought berries from the Arabs for $1? And as you go home and put it into your remote control or your PlayStation remote, whatever remote, it dies. It doesn't even do 2 days. It doesn't even do a day. It dies. So I would rather buy it from the brother that I'm going to buy the berry for $2 because I know he's selling something different. You understand? And this is the next thing about business. I'm a small business person. You see, I make my juices. I do things. I just got myself a big cooler, which I had from last year. And quiet. I bought a cooler. And like I said, I'm into everything. I'm into oils. I'm into aromatherapy. I'm into house cleansing, spiritual house cleansing. Holistic medicine. Thank you. I didn't know. She was helping me out. Wife was helping me out. Yeah. I'm so intellect and so tapped into so many different areas here. Like I said, it's not just about the chiropractics with me. I go into the medicine. I go into the spiritual medicine, and a lot of brothers you don't see. Like I tell people, most women who have problems every month with their cycle, some of them clogged up massively and bleed heavily and a lot of cramps. And I'm saying an ancient medicine that doctors, nobody don't even really tell them about it, which is the same frankincense and myrrh. You could boil it, you know, you measure good, like couple grains, I'll say 4 racks, small racks. You know, if the racks are like rock salt, can we have a little size to it? You put 4 of that, and the myrrh, you put like 2 pieces of big size myrrh, and you boil that. And there's a way how you drink that. You know, I will not get into that right now, but I'm saying my thing is it's not just on one level. But I'm saying this because I am a small business person who interact with people every day, and uh, I, as a small business person, I have to set my business how I could able whatever that I do that will have some good energy coming out. So it's just like our politicians. When they want to come into power, they tells you all the things that you want to hear, that you would like to see come in reality. And they knows what you want to hear. They knows what you want to hear. I think it was every time a president wants to come into power, he try to find what the people wants, and he mention it during the time of his campaign. And if he mention it and he gets a big reply, he will keep mentioning it. What you don't see happen is when he gets in power, for him to do the things that you heard that he was saying that he was going to do, that jumps out of the window. As a matter of fact, that turns like a reverse psychology, because now he does not do nothing that will benefit the skin color. So we see what's going on. We see a lot of people being getting murdered by the police. And like I said, they got good cop, bad cop. They're decent officers. Man, I clap for you, man, because I know you'll do your job with your hearts, man. You'll do it because it's not just a job, you'll care. You understand? A lot of officers are not quick to pull out their guns, to put it on their own kind. You know, they even have Caucasians. They even have Caucasians that when they see certain things, and now it's coming out more, it's happening more, because I said that a couple of years ago. I think I said that in 2013. I said that in the basement talk that I had. I said this. I said a time will come when a NYPD or police officer, during the time that he could have killed a man and get away with it, during the time that he could have pushed it under the rug, or a time will come, a lot of people tell me, boy, that would never happen. There's the police and that. Listen, man, I don't care what people say, they're good and bad and everything. And in the police department, there are good cops and bad cops. There are racist cops and non-racist cops. There are cops that overstand, they have family, and when they comes out there, they know how to treat other people, because these people they watching that could be my family. Also, they got cops that every day they put on their uniform and their badge and their gun. It's a day that they have in their head, I will kill a N person today. Yeah, they don't care. Some of them, you hear what they say, I don't care, man. I will kill you and you, and yeah, they lock up everybody. They have cops that when they was younger, they had a tough time in school. But guys used to beat them up. People never respect them. And they figure the way they're going to get that respect right now is I could become a police officer. Then I would have the whole of the boys in blue behind me. Then I could go back and look for all the guys that used to kick me in the butt, treat me bad, make me look like a fool. Now I could lock him up. Now I could do this. Some of them, you could see the street brawl they having. I was watching one stuff, I think it was in Tennessee or some part, where the officer was just started punching the brother in the face, just constantly knocking him down to the ground. He didn't stop. He just kept on. Now, how could you have somebody like that when I know this person went to academy, they was trained properly, And for you to have a loose people like that, on the street dealing with the public, that's why sometimes you see the public sometimes react also the way that they see me. Because listen, man, I'm only a human being, man. You're gonna come and you're gonna understand that you gotta do your job, but you gotta do it the way it was taught to you so you could execute your job. Most times these cops they're trickify. They're very trickify. I was watching another thing where the brother pulled the brother over, and when he pulled the brother over, the brother asked him, he said, "What is the problem, officer?" And he said that the brother tail light, something about his tail light was not working. The brother said, "Look, sir, officer, my tail light is working. Go back and look again. My tail light is working." He said, "Listen, your tail light is not working." Then he demand for the brother's license and registration. When the brother said, "No, I will not give you that because there's nothing wrong with my tail light. I could sit in my car and look through my rearview mirror and see my light is working. Why are you trying to get me out of my car?" So they have a lot of them, and they will use little things because majority of the times they misjudge you. They see you look like a criminal. They're going on certain instincts that does not always be right. And I don't think that you pull somebody over for one thing, and then now this thing that you pull them over for, it's irrelevant. And then you try to take it to something else, and to take it to something else, where now it's a point where you want to search the person's car. Next thing I don't understand, you driving your car, and you supposed to ask the license and the registration. Why these guys always want you to come out of the car? What is the purpose? If you're going to ask me for my license and registration, and I'm going to give you that. And it also goes according to what was the violation. You can't pull me over because in your head you might believe I may be under the influence, or I probably did commit a crime, but you don't. You pulling me over under your state of mind. It's not, you didn't get a call, you didn't get nothing, I didn't match no description. There's a lot of cops out there who giving summons out there irrelevantly for no reason at all, cause people to lose their lives, force certain things on people that causes people to lose their lives. Now, I'm saying we have a way how we do things. If that particular issue been happening over and over and over and over and over and over, that's an ongoing problem, right? But it's an ongoing problem with a cost and a loss. Because every time it happens, another black man is dead. Another person is dead. A black sister is dead. A grandmother is dead. A grandfather is dead. A father is dead. A son is dead. A daughter is dead. Under negligence. Are you hearing me, people? Hey, smash this like button. Under negligence. And you're listening to the Red Chronicles because it's real talk. Okay? Under negligence. So if life is valuable and life is so precious, why when it's vice versa? White man kill black man, white man maybe be a cop, oh man might be a cop, whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you're with the NYPD. Out of 100%, 99.5%, you will not go to prison. Or they will always find a way to get you out. And even when they convict you, it's nothing, because somewhere down the line, brothers in blue do not forget each other. But what's happening, the point, according to the point that I was bringing, that I said in what it was, 2013 or from there, when I said that it will come a time that it will come a time that it will come a time that nobody, no officer will able to keep another officer's secret. So you see it's coming out right now. No officers right now, majority of the good cops that are there does not want to be a part of what's going on here. And that's why now you're seeing certain cops, if they see they fellow cops are treating someone a certain way, you see now they push that person. They're not going for it. Because what is happening, if we have 4 cops right here, detectives, 4, 5, 8, 16, how many of us that's there, and we're going to treat one individual where 16 or 5 grown men or 6 grown men, 4 grown men, 3 grown men is dealing with an individual where they have to break the individual arm, they got to strangle him to death, where the individual has to die under the hands of 6 officers. That's wrong. That's wrong, because I know there are ways that they teach you in the academy how to restrain people. There are ways how to teach you to disarm people. I know, because if you're not a killer, you're not a murderer, and you are for the community, you see a brother with a knife, maybe the brother's under medication, you don't know. Because they give them so many powerful drugs, man. They got drugs right now that making the brothers and sisters see illusions and like things are happening to them, and the brothers are flipping, the sisters are flipping. So what if someone is under high medication, like the incident with the sister with the knife, whether it's the brother, her brother said that she plunged and after the girl, but she was on medication. These people take medication. They know what they're giving them. Some of the medication that these people take is very serious, man. It's deadly, it's dangerous. This is medication that makes you see what's not there, and they say that some of these people are allergic to these things, and they only make it stronger. And imagine some of them could take it and they'll be cool when they take it, and some of them take it and they flip, and some of them when they don't get to take it, whether they reject the medication, man, it's so there are different scenarios in different departments that our people, our government, the people that is here to govern over the people should secure the people. So if you're an officer and you're going to spend the last 6 months in the academy, I know they're going to teach you how to fire a pistol. I know you goes to the firing range. I know you spend time in the firing range. Why do you spend so much time in the firing range? Because they does not want you to kill people. They want you to take people down. A man with a knife, you can shoot him in the leg. You can shoot him in the arm. You don't have to shoot him in the vital organs that's going to kill him. And then not even one time. You bang them 6 times. You bang them 3 times. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Come on, man. That's not what they taught you. You see, you all should go back giving these brothers the pistol with the 6 punts. Bam, bam. So you cannot bam, 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 bam. The auto, too much for you. You're trigger happy. Itchy finger. You're doing brothers and sisters dirty, man. That girl don't deserve no 6 shots, man. Or how many shots y'all gave her, man. If you notice, from the time you came, man, you could sit there and see how things go. And you got the right to shoot that girl in her leg, man. You got the right to shoot that girl in her arm, man. Because that's why you go to the farm. Let's stop killing us, man. Stop killing us and giving us silly excuses, man. You can't give life, man. It takes years, man, to grow a child, man. This is not something you go into the supermarket and buy a child, man. No, man. It takes a lot of time, man. Y'all gotta stop taking people children like that, man. That's serious, real talk, man. And it's the Red Chronicles, man. Don't forget to smash this like button. Think of what you're doing to people, man. Don't you all got family? When some of y'all cops, again, like I'm saying, it's not all of y'all. They got some beautiful, God bless people that the police officers and policemen. God bless them. They come out in the community. They interact in the community. They look at children. They buy them little ices. They're not quick to, hey, look, this is a nigga child. No. What these young boys are doing there? What these young girls? Hey, what's going on? Y'all want to play a game of basketball? And stuff like that. I see police now, good cops are taking out, I'm taking their time and doing a little 3-pointers with the young brothers, instead of scrutinizing them, watching them like they're criminals, interact with them, let them see that you are not here to hurt them, but to protect them, because that's why you took the job, man. You feeling me? That's why you took the job. Right now, you'll have people watching you like you're our enemies because, watch what you're doing to us, man. Our children's blood been spilling in the ground every day, man. And you'll always have an excuse. And they got some stupid people, man, where some of them just kill your son, but because they give you $95,000, you feel good. Could $95,000 or $2 million bring your baby back, man? Come on, think about this thing for one time in your lives, man. Yeah, you get that $2 million. You get that. You went and buy that big house. Yeah, you living the life now, but in a minute of your life won't be all hell because at the end of the day, man, they took something so precious to you, they can never give you that back, man. And they can't pay back in full for that, man. So we don't want payback. We want them to stop, man. They need to stop. They need to stop. These cops that are killing, they sergeants and their high authorities that make them pay the price. Send them to the chair. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I'm very old-fashioned, man. Come on, man. You can't be killing people and expect not to be killed. So let's keep it real. I told you, man, even though I believe in the Most High, I'm not Hesh's justice, man. I'm in my own time, and you feel me? Yeah, I defend the same. But with the old laws, man, because Hesh's justice didn't change the old laws. They stay the same. Eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I said, I'm not staying there and letting nobody box me, and I'm going to turn my next chick so they can box me again, fly my teeth out of my mouth. So when I'm ready to eat, I'm going to eat. When I'm ready to buy my coconut, I like to eat dry coconut and use my teeth to get the rich out. Okay? When you break my teeth, when you use your nightstick and bust my nose open and you crack my jaw and you crack my knee, now you turn me to a cripple. For the rest of my life now I can't bend my knee. Let somebody do that to your father. Let somebody do that to your cousin, your uncle, your sons, your daughter, and see how you like it. See how you like it. Y'all see us, y'all just watch us like, yeah, some of us need some good beating. Some of us act like animals, it's true, yeah. But it's not all of us deserve that, man. Yeah. Because even when it comes to hand switches, okay, y'all don't even do that to your own kind. I see many shows, not shows, but live, where certain individuals is teasing the cop with a gun, where he could get shot, and they don't shoot him. They don't. They disarm him. Man had a truck, and he was thinking run over everybody. And this guy is trying to kill man, woman, and child, dog, puss, everybody. They took him out. They didn't kill him. Let a black man have a piece of 2x4 in his hand. A fake gun. A piece of steel that looked like a gun. They dust him out. And then they give excuse thoughts. You cannot kill people and you thought. You gotta know. That's why you hold that job. That's why you took that job. That's why for that 6 months you went through these drills and all of that, so you could able to work in the fields. You could work in the fields, but you're not working in the fields. You're murdering in the fields. A lot of you are murdering in the fields. You'll pull a brother from one thing, you search your brother, and we saw have the jump out boys, you know them. Now and then you still find 1, 2 cops will come and they will not push their hand, but they will pat you down. Okay, you pat me down. But when you see you don't get some, you ask the silly questions. Like, a crime happened here last week. You know anything about it? No, sir. Or there's a store down here, I heard they're selling drugs and they're selling, you know anything about it? That becomes where they're violating your amendments, man. Y'all gotta stop doing these things, man. Stop pulling young black brothers and young black sisters, and because that you're asking their name, what's your name, and they don't even tell you about their father's name, nor their mother's name. They say their name, and y'all just know they're nobody. God tell y'all don't lock up Jewish children. I asked an officer a while back ago, why is it that I does not see the Jewish people getting locked up? And you know what he said to me? He said, we don't worry about these people. These people are quiet people. They don't do this, they don't do that. I said, wow. When I was more younger, I thought Jewish people was like, they didn't do nothing bad. When I was much more younger, because the way I used to see they keep themselves and always straight to the point, and I used to think this way. But when I grow older and I start to observe different people, I get to find out there's a lot of things going on in the Jewish community that is not supposed to happen. But because there has a community that's affiliated like a brick wall with iron, it can be penetrated. But let you and I we'll be like snatch out our homes. I mean, there are Jewish people that don't even send their children to school. They teach them at home. Some black folks try that, and you find the whole city coming to tell you, oh, you gotta send a child to school and da da da. Because some of us that we want to do, we could educate our children, but we does not know the right procedures how to go by to do that. So these people are people who knows everything because they make it their duty to know everything. We does not make it our duty to know. We are very ignorant. Okay, so that's why they could get to school their children at home. They could make their own schools for their children. You notice, do their children go to the regular public school? No, they don't. Every Jewish child goes to a Jewish school that is built by a Jewish person to learn Jewish culture, Jewish history, Jewish whatever about the Jewish people. That child will learn that. And guess what? You ever try to see a Jewish child, and well, it happened to me. That one day I was walking, and I was singing a song. I was singing a song, and I said in the song, I said, "We are the offsprings of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And the little Jewish boy, when he heard this, that was like kind of amazing to him. Like, who he heard his father tell him who he is. Okay, and to hear me saying that now, so he said, "Where are you from?" He asked me, and I was surprised because one time Jewish people don't talk to people like that. Now they're affiliated with us. I have Jewish friends; they're very nice. I meet Jewish people every day, and I don't see them like in a racist way. I'm gonna say this before I say that. I was gonna tell something. I was in the park a couple of days ago, right? And this Jewish lady had like either 4 or 5 children in the park. They was on the track. They were riding their bicycles, and one of them bypassed me because he kept on looking at what I was doing. Like he was interested. They was interested, and they kept on looking at what I was doing. And they kept on coming closer, but they would come make a little spin and then they would ride because I think their parents tell them don't too affiliate with blacks. I would say that because you could see majority of the times these children want to affiliate, and some of them don't care. Some of them do play with blacks. Some of them even know whatever their parents tell them, they still come because you cannot stop this. Children today are not like children in a certain form like yesterday. So even though the parents, and you see, because we got rhythm, we got style, and these people, they learn a lot of things. All the nations learn things from us. Even though sometimes, we could learn from the other nations, but we are the ones who always with the rhythm, the movements, the melody, and all that. We got that, and it's a blessing. So that little girl now, and her brother, there's 4 to 5 of them, was coming and riding, and the little girl tried to pedal her bike real fast, and she fall down. Now when she fall, all the Jewish people was all the way over there, and I was the nearest thing to her. And the way I saw she dropped, like she got twisted in her bike. She couldn't get up. So I ran over there, and I got to pick her up. And this little girl was in pain. But because of what her parents told her about black folks, because of what, her family, the way they bring them up, that even though in the need that she fell down, and she looked for her own kind, and there was nobody there but me. And when I came to get her bicycle, her foot, untangle her feet out of the bike, and to take her up. I lift her up, but you could see she's scared. You could see that me touching her, it was like me touching her. Wait. You can't come in at this one yet. Not taking my show. My son want to steal my show. Go that way. Not now. You gotta go. Open up your clothes. Go. Yeah. So when she dropped and I went over there, she dropped and she started crying. But with fear, she turns around and looked and bawled out a loud voice. Ah! And she's looking. And none of her people is around. Now, I'm a father, man. I'm a father. I got children, man. I got my daughters, man. You see? As a father, I could not see this child twist up. I didn't care if she was Jewish. I didn't care if she was white or pale skin, whatever. That didn't matter to me. What mattered to me, she's a child and she needs help. And I'm going to help her. And I don't care what nobody want to say. I will help her. Because I'm watching, it was my daughter that fell in the Jewish community. And there was no blacks there, but Jewish people. I would want someone to help my daughter. I would want someone to help my son. And I tell people all the time, watch your racist thing, because it's not working. You ever I've seen people get shot, stabbed, end up emergency to the hospital. You don't know when you are in that predicament, when you go to the emergency room, where they're rushing you to save your life, it's a Jewish hand. It's a white man hand. It's an Indian man hand. It's a Chinese man hand. It's a Japanese man hand. It's an Arab man hand. Because doctors come in all different colors and different nations, nationality of people. So these racist people that say they're racist, are you not, when I said it before, when you are in a situation where you're going to die and you do not like the white, nor you don't like the black, nor you don't like the Chinese man, nor you don't like the Indian man, nor you don't like the African man, nor you don't like the Spanish man, when you are in this predicament where life over death, tell them do not take care of you when you see they're coming. Say, no, I don't need you. You Jewish, I don't need you. You white, I don't need you. You black, I don't need you. You Indian, I don't need you. You just know if you're prejudiced or racist, you're a racist person, you should not take help from someone when you are dying. You should go with your pride. You should go with your pride. If you see me less than nothing, if every time you see me, you see a criminal, if every time when you see me, you see a murderer, I say you see yourself. You see yourself. Because I tell people this, if we got to follow the history of our people and see what the world has done to us, and see, you can't come here, boo. Not now, bro. Not now, bro. Not now, bro. My son calls me bro. Not daddy, bro. Yeah? Oh, dad? But we call me bro. Not now. You'll do it tonight. Later we do a workout. Okay? Not now. He's doing push-ups now already, people. He's 1 year old and he started doing push-ups. I'm going to show you one of these days. I want him to do it good. He's just on his knees and pushing up his body. I want him to stretch out in a plank. So we're going to go back for where we left off. So, if when you see me, you already see all these things, then you're prejudiced. And so for the blacks, and so for the whites, and so for the Chinese, and so for the Indians, and so for all the nations on the face of the earth that has the prejudice mentality, I say when you are in a predicament where you have to do a surgery that could save your life, and you see a Chinese man coming, that's your doctor. Or an Indian man coming from India, that's your doctor. Or a white person, not white, a pale skinned person coming from Europe, it's your doctor. Or an African, whatever person that it may be that's the doctor and you are the patient. If you are prejudiced towards people, when these people are coming to save your life, you should tell them you don't need the help. You shouldn't take it. Because now you're being a liar. You're being a traitor. Yeah. So, we're going to see things. We're looking up real talk, man. Hey, smash this like button, people. Do not forget June 5th. Or the event in the park for the children. And I'm going to be throwing that June 5th. It's going to be a Saturday. It's going to be 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock in the morning. And that's going to go on until 4. We're going to have music. And I'm saying if anybody has any donations or they have any ideas to make it the event bigger, bring more taste into it, come share your ideas with me. We're going to put it to the test. We want this children to have a happy time. We want this children to have a big laughter. They're going to have, I'm trying to get them drinks and make this stuff for them. And I'm going to do things to them. You know, just got myself, I had a cooler I built up in the house. I'm going to use it. I have a couple coolers. And I need a brother, Rasta Stocks told me that he got the tables. I think he's going to get 2. I probably need probably 2 more tables if I could get that. I need so somebody, if y'all have another big cooler, y'all could bring that, get your coolers after the event finish. Y'all could get your coolers back. I just need help. Call me, ask me, text me, Red, what you need. What could I do for that event? What could I do? Text me. Y'all can hit me on the Instagram or redshine1967@gmail.com. Y'all could send your stuff here for me. Y'all can hit me on the WhatsApp too, or on the Instagram. Same thing, Redshot BlackStar. You can hit me there, let me know. So back to the topic, people. So you see what's going on. So they're genociding us in all aspects, and then they kill and ask questions later. Now we see that officers are turning out body cam. We see officers planting drugs. We see how they do us. And it has been proven to the world that they're doing us dirty. But hey, and they believe they will continue doing that. So it's important that we stand for ourselves, start the alliance within ourselves, because we see how they're genociding us. If every time a cop could kill a sister and a brother, and not if you're going to shoot somebody, you got a gun. But I know they taught you how to use it. So you're going to use it appropriately. If the person got a knife, you can shoot them in the leg, put them on the ground, arrest that person. I don't think with a knife versus a gun, man. Come on, man. Now you got tasers. You're mixing tasers for guns. A taser is different from a gun. A gun way heavier than a taser. It's 2 different things. But in their world, whatever they say, they could convince they are people to believe that. So they're always going against. The people is the majority, and they're always disrespecting the people and eradicating the people. Okay? Genociding the people. So we want them to stop it. And that's why I told the people, the time will come, police ain't going to trust police no more. So the department ain't going to break down. We have to have a new world order. And we have to have a new department. Because what happened, this was a department, the NYPD department was a department that was secretive. Where whatever they did, no one knew. They had the code of silence, the code of blue. And no matter what it was, they stuck by each other. But now it's not like that no more. Because no cop, right now, especially the good cops, is not allowing that nonsense. They're going to talk. They're going to say what you did. You're going to go to prison for killing this woman's son, for taking this man's daughter. Yeah, you're going to go to prison. A lot of y'all thought y'all was untouchable. Y'all do what y'all want and get away with it. There are some of y'all that have killed so many black people and you're still on the force. Or if they fire y'all from one, another one hire y'all. Y'all shouldn't be working nowhere. From the moment that you got kicked out of the NYPD, Texas department, whatever department that has to deal with America's police department, under the same thing, sheriff, deputy, whatever it is, you should not get a job. Not in Florida, not in Brooklyn, not in Texas, not in Jersey. Nowhere you go to sign an application to be a cop, they shouldn't hire you. Because you have the ability of killing people. You have the ability of planting drugs on people. You have the ability of fake evidence, hiding evidence. You have the ability of creating a whole bunch of destruction. So if they caught you here and they let you go or they fire you, while the department is taking you, unfortunately it goes on your record. I mean, if I'm a thief and I stole something and I went to prison for it, when I go to look for a job, they ask me for my where was the last place I worked. Okay, so how one cop was working in Florida and then he did a lot of stuff where they fired him, but he moved to Texas or Mississippi or wherever and get another job as a cop again, and you still come to mess with the public. Come on, man. So these are open cans of worms that they're opening. That's going to hurt the people. That's not feasible for the people, but it's causing problems. It's causing problems. So they are hurting us every day, man. We're feeling the pain. We're feeling it, and we cannot take it anymore. And for these good cops that knows of these bad cops, they should start flushing them out, man. Because like I said, I know good cops. I see they interact with people as children. And they're not too rushed to, they're not too fast to pull out their gun to shoot people. Okay? They're not too fast to pull out the guns to shoot people. Not too fast. That's the last thing. There are officers that have been on the force for over 30 years and they never shot somebody. They never had to pull out their service revolver and shoot somebody. But they'll tell you they have saved many lives. I was watching this one officer. It's a Caucasian man, white man. And again, this brother has saved so much people from one bridge from suicide. Saved their lives, black, white, all kind of people. He taught them. Those that, even some that wanted to take their lives, he taught them out of it. And those that was in certain situation where it was like going to be a shootout with the police, he talked them out of it. He didn't say, yeah, let's go in there and kill that nigga. He didn't say that. So they got to stop doing that to us because too much mothers are crying, man. Too much fathers are crying, man. Mothers are, every birthday, man, that they know of the child, man, they're lonely, man. They're sad, man. They're crying, man. Every birthday, man. Every time that time comes around to remember your son, your daughter, how you lost your son. It wasn't old age. It was not sickness. It's another human being by the negligence kill your child. And that person still got the job, still interacting, killing other people. And that's okay. Is it real, people? Is it for real, people? Are we going to sit back and allow all these things? Are we blind? Oh, do we just like when they murder our children, what we get in the courts, what they give us, the little bit of money they give us for your baby? You sell your soul, sell your baby's soul for $2 million, $1 million. You sell your baby's soul. All that time, getting up from your sleep during the time you was pregnant, your stomach, you're puking, you're not feeling good, you're uncomfortable. All that here, you don't remember about that? But you sell your baby's soul. You satisfy for $1 million. 90,000. Yeah, you satisfy. You figure they did something for you. You just lost your son or your daughter or your father or your mother. So, order. That's what we need. Order. And we don't want justice. We want equality. Tell justice it could go to hell. I need equality. We 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 need equality. That's what we need, man. No justice. What justice? We don't know that, you know how long we're singing that, say, no justice, no peace. No justice. We know that. Leave justice alone. Justice ain't too just for you or for I. Running behind justice. Justice don't even know you. Justice don't even like you. When you was ever just? When? Tell me when just been just to you. When? When did just been ever just to you in this society that's under justice? So don't justify justice to me. Equality, that's what you could bring. Any president that talking about vote for me and I'll do a change, no, you're lying. Because from the moment you're not going to look at and touch equality, you're a liar. That's why you're tricking the people. Find that guy, that new president, what did he say? Vote for me and I'll do what? I'll make a change for you. What change he made? He's in there. What did he touch already? What did he go to do? What he mentioned to do? Why he's not saying stop killing these black people? Why he's not saying he's the president now, he can fix that up. When he wanted to get in power, he was talking out of the crack of his teeth. He was saying all type of stuff. He was saying all what he's going to do for us. But now he's here. What did he go? What did you hear he said? Who is defending? The Oriental people. Who had just been persecuted for 1 year. Just for 1 year. They're about, oh, we've been persecuted. They've beaten us up and they've been beating us up for eternity. They've been killing us for eternity. They've been sticking their foot in our behind for eternity. They've been hanging us on oak trees and saying they got a new fruit for eternity. They've been changing our names from eternity. You go to school, you got a bachelor's, you got all the certificates, then you are overqualified. They're overqualified. All these years you are going to school to be you because you believe into yourself. And now, graduation, you got all your certificates, but you just cannot get a job to suit you because you're overqualified now. What is overqualification? I thought you send people to get qualified. Now I'm qualified. You tell me I'm overqualified. Don't you play games? Stop playing. Y'all need to stop playing. I say I'm in the color of royalty. Purple, I am a royal of royalty. A king. King Black Star. King Red. Whatever y'all want to call me. Yeah. Y'all see the ancient face? Y'all see me? See that? Warrior fears. I'm going to push pins in your skin. All these politicians that are lying to my people. Tricking them. Giving them all type of promises. We don't want no more promises. No promise. Any president coming talking about, I promise, you know he's a liar. From the moment he opened his mouth and say, I promise, everybody say, I definitely know you're a liar. We are out of here. They're liars. They always promise, I promise to do this. I promise to do that. I promise, I promise, I promise. All of them have issues and they are liars. Liars. What's the guy, the president named Biden? He's in there, what he's doing? What Mr. Biden is doing? But he was saying a lot of things. He was saying a whole lot before he gets there. So what happened now? Why is the first thing he chooses to attack is this situation with the Oriental people? Why is that? Why? 1 year. Could 1 year beat what? 4,000 years? 400 years? Well, they keep saying 400 years like this thing is not going up. It just stick on 400 years. Come on, stop the nonsense. It's more than 400 years. Okay? That is the syndrome of 400 years, like, because they're not beating your back anymore like one time you stick on 400 years. It's still going on now, until now. It's going until now. Anybody could call the cops on a black man. I just see a black man in the corner here. Oh, come quick. He have a gun. I got a call that the black man was in over here. You don't know. Who called? Most of it was a Caucasian person called. Caucasian people now call the cops on people anyway. I see a black brother taking the elevator. Hey, there's a black guy in the elevator. Yeah? Alright. Yeah. Black people can't even go to certain places and shop now. Because they let you know you're not supposed to be there. As you get there, they're calling the cops on you. The black brother went and bought something. The ladies tell him he can't get it coming inside of the store. He said, why? Why can't I come inside of the store? The lady said, I don't have time for that. I know you can't not get in it. Man get mad. Man said, why I can't get in there? Tell me. So they called the police on the man because the man acting up. You know, black brother, don't play with black brothers, man. Then we get serious, man. We get serious. Brother said, nah, man, I'm going to sue this place, man. What do you mean I can't come here? What did I have ever done for you to tell me I can't come here? I could spend American money anywhere I want to go. They say, oh, the next door just called and say, do not let you into the store. You a thief. The man say, yeah, I'm a thief. Oh, yeah? Who? And the officer telling the man, they call some racist officers, and the officers just trying to push the man out of the area and tell him that he's trespassing and da-da-da-da. And the brother hold his ground, man. The brother holds ground till he had the officers go next door to the other store and ask the person that called the other store, was like a mall and stuff, what? And the lady said, oh, not him. And the guy said, what you mean not him? Did you tell the officer that I'm a thief? She said, yeah, there was a guy, he looked like you. The guy said, no, not he looked like me. It's me. Am I a thief? You saw me stole something? Do you ever tell me not to come up in here? The girl said, I told the officer, the guy that was in here, he had a hat and a red shirt, a die, and but it's not you. So now the guy said, you know what, man, for you blowing me up like that, you're like police out pulling me, you over there sending me, I'm suing both of y'all. That's what we need to do. Because they just believe every black person is a monkey. It's 3/3 of a human being. That's what they tell us. We are 3/3 of a human being. Means we cannot function right. We have issues, and we have animal instincts. So why would we sit at the table to eat when we're supposed to sit on the floor or lay on the floor like a dog or eat like a dog? So there are people who watch us as animals, and that's what they will always see. And then when we have other people, black folks, that is acting the way that the people wants us to act, like that animal, like that savage, then of course, then they put all of us in the same boat. All of us is in the same boat. But we gotta watch our politicians, and we cannot allow our politicians to be playing us like this, because we are royalty. We cannot make these people believe that we are nothing when we taught the world. Okay, we taught the world. And now the world want to make us look like we ain't nobody. Oh, boy. So y'all saw my workout. I got the power press, and that's excellent. And I would tell people go and get the power press because it do push in a lot of work. It do make you get that instant pump. That instant buff. And remember, people, you heard who was saying instant pump, instant buff, and who's using the slogans that I'm using. So when I start putting them out here, people just like to just tear my stuff apart. I mean, it's so nice too. That's why though. You know what I mean? So y'all saw my workout, mind over matter, and it's mind, body, and soul. And yeah, this is what I'm gonna be about. And I don't, like I told you, I'm for the people. That's why I attack in every various corners and places. I bring different things to the platform. I allowing you to know your president, Joe Biden, is not doing, he's not going to do what he say he's going to do. The only time maybe he might is only if it's another election and he does not want to lose his seat, and he's going to try to play like he's going to do something. Hey, people, you know, when I first came to America, I had a brother that been here longer than me. And he's a politician from Jamaica, fight politics in Jamaica, PNP and labor rights. Yeah, he was a politician. But being in America for all these years, and I noticed something that maybe I might get bashed for that. Maybe people might hate me for that. I'm not rich. But I don't know if you'll see what I see, but this is what I see. I noticed, right, when the poor people, the poor party, the party that's there for the poor people, what is it? Democrat, yeah. So it's Democrat and Republican, right? And The poor party, the people that represent the poor people, Democrats, I noticed that whenever they're in power, it's like life is harder. Why? In a way, I don't know. I thought they're supposed to be doing, and I've been studying that from since I came to America. Who was in power when I came here? It was Bush father. Who was in power when I came to America? Oh God.
Reagan?
Reagan was there in the 80s?
Yeah.
Up to what?
I think Prima Bush was in power.
I think it's Bush when I came here. Because I know there was Bush and then Bush father. I came here when Mayor Koch was just came in power. It's Mayor Koch was before Mayor Dinkins, right? Yeah, so what was a mayor before Mayor Koch? There was another mayor before Mayor Koch. Because when I came here, I had the small tokens with the hole. The small size token with the hole in it. That's what I know. That was either $1 or 75 cents.
75 cents.
I think it was 75 cents when I came in for a token. So, and I'm saying this because this is something that I has reviewed during the time of different presidents, during the time I have been here. And I was saying that one time to some guys in the hood. And they told me, why is it I sound like a rich man? Why is it that I'm backing the rich party? And I said, no, I'm not a politician. I'm just telling you what I observe. I observe when the Democrats are in power, there are more jump out boys on the street. There are more police harassment. There are more cops everywhere in your community, all over. There are all different type of task force formed during that time. There's no work. It's just different. Now, like I said, I'm not a politician. I don't believe in politics because I know they're all politics. But I observe that when the rich people are in power, it's work, less cops on the street, less harassment by the cops. You know, so I don't understand if the poor is supposed to be for the poor. Why when the poor is in power, the poor does nothing? I was there when Obama was in power, and I looked at the roads in my community, and Obama do 2 terms. And the roads in my community was not fixed. There was certain procedures that Obama could take to make things happen. He waited and waited. I don't know for what, but he waited. But then I don't know if they made it difficult for him when he was in power, for the other people that's supposed to vote with him, whatever that he got to sign, wouldn't sign. If it's the House or the Cabinet, whoever that would not participate when he had to sign something. But I find that is just like irrelevant because the presidents that been in power, and when they told him they couldn't do this, they did it anyway. Bush was in power and they told him he couldn't go to Iraq or he couldn't go to Kuwait and fight. He went anyway. He didn't care. He did what he had to do. Then when he went over there, they had no weapons of mass destruction. But he went over there anyway. Even though the UN nations told him, no, you can't go. No, 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 no. He went. So we got to realize that when people say that the president cannot do nothing until this person or the House or the Cabinet or whoever signed whatever, that's nonsense because I bet you nobody signed that paper for Bush when he doesn't stop. Nobody signed that paper for him. He just went over there and he did what he had to do. He said, okay, they start war on American soil. They bombed the Twin Towers and this here, boy, we ain't taking that. We going straight over there, we're going to bomb them. When they said to him, hey, wait a minute, they said to him, wait a minute, do not start no war yet. Bush didn't wait. Bombs was raining on these people the early in the morning. He didn't wait. But when Obama was in power, Obama had to wait for everything. Obama had to wait for everything. Obama couldn't, they say Obama couldn't do this. And really and truly, at that time in my community, I didn't see no streets being fixed. Now, I was not a Trump supporter, neither I was not an Obama supporter. I don't deal with politics. I don't support none of them because really and truly, they are not doing anything for the people, but only for the rich. Okay? So at the end of the day, the rich always be richer. So I don't see where they're analyzing the poor. There's nothing going on for the poor. The poor does not consider just the middle class or the rich. The middle class and the rich. So now we seen where when Obama said he couldn't do this and he was not getting the support, nothing didn't happen. Because they have the way to do their thing. And when they tell Bush that he couldn't go to Iraq, he went. He didn't care. He didn't wait for no papers. He flew over there and shot bombs on them. So we know that the presidents could do things. If they really want to do whatever they want to do, they could do. Because it have been proven that they have the capability, even when the UN tells them, oh, because we have the United Nations here for a reason. And if the United Nations come together and tells you, listen, we are here for a reason, and a lot of people doesn't know where the United Nations came from. It was Marcus Garvey who set up that. No, it was Selassie who set up that. Okay? Emperor Selassie. The emperor set up this UN thing here, but now when he did that, you see again, we always do things, nobody don't talk about it, nobody doesn't explain it to us. People go ahead and they take it and they use it. Selassie got Minister of Agriculture, he got all that from 72 nations. Came to him and gave him all these titles. So now Selassie came and he created the UN. Okay? Where at that time when Selassie and even Marcus Garvey was dealing with these things, it was for black people to create businesses. It was for black people from the islands and all that, just like Europe has this thing going on where a European could fly anywhere from Europe and it's okay. This is what was the movements with this whole thing on for West Indians, black Americans, and actually dark-skinned people on the agenda. Okay? So we was going to be covered just like the Europeans are covered. You think you could hit a white man down? You're going to go to prison, man. You can't not just go and hit a Caucasian person, man. Their affiliation, their association has created an alliance for the Europeans. Wherever they go in the world, people will respect them. You can't just go and do things to them. That's why when America has its soldiers and you got their soldiers and they tell you they're coming to bring the boys home, you better believe it. You better believe it. They will bring their people home. So, but that didn't work the way it was supposed to work during the time of the emperor, even though the 72 nations of the earth came and gave him all these titles and created all of that there. But then when Marcus Garvey came to make it even a little better, most of our black people didn't want what Marcus Garvey was saying. How Marcus Garvey said 14 acres and a mule, and everybody else watching them like, what's wrong with you? Okay? Now, all these lands that Marcus Garvey was trying to allow us in the West to obtain, now we got the Europeans and the Chinese and everybody's flying to Africa and buying on Africa, sucking the riches and the minerals out of it. When during that time Marcus Garvey was trying to set up the alliance so black folks could be able to own property in Africa, any part of Africa, because this was the motherland, well, not Africa, but the land of Kush. I don't like to say Africa, the land of the Nubians. So every person that had hold this complexion right here could have go back to the resource, to the foundation, and we could Europeans could go back to Europe and say Europe is home. We could also have said the same. Instead of some of us saying we want to go back to Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, Grenada, we could have looked at the continent, which is our original place that we could have been dealing with, and all these diamonds, all these minerals, all these things. Because remember, I've been saying, Europe ain't got none on us. When it comes for the alliance for the West Indian people, or the people from the islands, I don't even like to say West Indian people, the people from the islands and the people from the motherland and the people that is scattered from the four ends of the earth, that God gives all the fruits, the mangoes, the bananas, all the precious fruits that have the actual vital energy in it that the body needs. You know these places when you see these places, okay? In Europe, you hardly find this type of fruits and foods grown in Europe unless if someone took it over there and tried to grow it over there. And sometimes, majority of the time, it dies. Like what China's doing. China, in the 1980s, because I say 40 years ago, 60 years ago, China was not all what it is. You know, China, I was seeing China place that was just cluttered with a bunch of people. You hardly see cars. Everybody was riding bicycles and they was doing everything. But now, look at China, what China did. But China's smart, and China doing the same thing, trying to expand from the four ends of the earth. So I could have a group of Chinese people all over the earth, man. Who could mess with you? Huh? And yet still the nations of the earth is not even seeing, overstanding what China is doing. China just went to the place in Mozambique, some place in Africa, where the people that are from the language does not even speak their original language anymore. Their language has been banned. And the Chinese language is the first language because China is who helping them from poverty. Now you could be in poverty. How could you be in poverty when your what do they call it, GGP, your GGP that gold, gold, diamond, all precious stones and minerals have you at the top, okay? But yet still, your economy, the people in there are suffering because of the people who sells Africa. These prime ministers and presidents in certain parts in the continent that hold certain jurisdiction over certain places, like presidents and prime ministers, who is making businesses with the foreigners that's selling Africa from the within, selling it within. So they're pushing money under the table, and they don't care how much of the people die, how much of them they're gonna poison, because they're going over there, they're digging the minerals, they're not doing it properly, they turn it into a swamp. When they leave it there, no food not gonna grow, nothing not gonna grow. They're digging for oils. It becomes a mess. They're killing it. So this big continent, they're trying to destroy. First, before they destroy, they're gonna suck it out of the minerals, out of it precious stones and all of that, and they're gonna see how much stupid African presidents or leaders is willing to sabotage the people, kill them, genocide them, and sell their country to a foreigner that is willing to say, okay, I will take care of here, and I'm gonna strip you. You see, it's important for them to strip us, because these Chinese people that's over there are stripping these people of their culture. Means these people doesn't even have their original language. They speak in Chinese, and Chinese is their first language. So they're learning Chinese culture, they're learning everything. Even though we taught the Chinese their culture. But that's why I say, so it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the ending. Okay? So they're selling out Africa. Oh, not Africa, but the land of Kush. They're selling it out. And who is doing it? The leaders that is situated themselves within that continent is dividing this continent and selling this continent out, causing great separation, great pain, okay, to the people. That the people does not have nothing, and it's one of the richest continent. The richest continent. And they have divided the nations of the people of that nation. They divide them to go against each other. So you got Ghana, you got Congo, you got all of them, and they all on a different philosophy. They are in a different state of mind, and they are crippling this continent by negligence and by selling the land for a stranger. Selling it. Okay? So sooner or later, Africa, where we call home, it will be owned by the Chinese. Now, you think you could just fly to China and say, oh, you could claim this in China? You think any of y'all that's selling your continent piece by piece could fly to China? Because I saw China was throwing y'all out from their hotels and say y'all brought corona. I saw China was killing y'all, beating y'all. China is doing a lot of things to African people in China, but yet still our people are so blind and wicked to themselves. You see? But it's real talk, people, and it's the Black Star. And I tell you what it is. As it is, I bring it how it is. And it's the truth. Real talk. Hey, smash this like button, man. Because I bring it real, man. So before we talking about wealth, everybody talking about wealth. You want wealth, but how would you manage your wealth? Where would you keep your wealth? That wealth that you want to choke yourself with, that wealth that you die so much to achieve. Well, it's nice to have wealth, but when you live in a society that's already shit, no matter what you have, you still don't have nothing. Because I know billionaires, zillionaires, black brothers, and they would never believe that they would be treated the way they treat us. Some of them can't even believe that they're being treated like that because they say all that riches I have, all that wealth, and I still feel less than nobody because you still get treated like an animal. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much billions you have. At the end of the day, could you go where they go? Could you sit where they sit? I don't want to sit where they sit, and I don't want to go where they go. I born wealthy, health and strength. The earth is the fullness thereof and the fullness of the Lord. These things that in the earth that y'all are dying for, that y'all want to achieve so bad, overachieve. Y'all don't want to achieve. Y'all want to overachieve. So y'all can get the chance to show your wealth and to downgrade people. Because already y'all don't shade no love. Y'all just urging for your wealth. But when last did you feed a poor brother? When last did you feed your brother? When last you bought a plate of food and take it to a poor man? Because you cannot do that because you believe that will be extra money you're going to be losing. You want to save that because you're all for yourself. See, the wealthier you become, the eviler you're going to become. You're going to think you got power. And now you're going to believe you can get away with anything and you can talk to people anyhow because that's how certain Caucasian people, they're very wealthy. And when they see the likes of us, they see us like roaches and maggots. So there are some blacks that would like to play the same role. They will have some blacks who want to play the same role. Hey, stop that. They will have some blacks that want to play the same role. They want to play that same role. I got money. You got to come and bow to me. I ain't calling you, man. You need. Oh, they'll give you a hard time. I saw a movie where the brother was a rapper. Big time rapper. The other young brother was coming up. The brother was a star. He didn't reach to the performance yet. He born a star. He didn't shoot yet. The one that was up, coming from the gutter, know how it was, how he struggled, and how he wanted that break. And he got that break. And now he's big time, big Willie. Okay? Big Uckus. You know? He never one time think where he was coming from. He got so popular. Everybody was going crazy, signing autographs in the VIP section, drinking, doing all of that, money on the table, piled up. He could sleep on that. He reached the status. Yo, man, stop it. He reached the status where he's a god. So now you got to bow to him. And the brother was looking up there, and the brother comes, and he saw the brother came up to him. A brother hooked the brother up to meet that brother, to give that brother his CD, man. And the brother had to go through the crowd and all this, that. And when the brother met the brother introduced the brother, they started talking. At first, the brother was acting like he didn't want to talk with the brother, but he saw the brother's status and his gangsterism and the way the brother was. And then at the end of the day, drinking, I guess the liquor, the Alizé. Stop, boy, stop. Mash up a banana for him, a ripe banana. Mash up in the plate and give him. So, and put some a little peanut butter and some raisins. Yeah. So the brother met the brother. They sat, they talked. At first, they wasn't too getting along, but after a while, a little something, a little something, something. They spark a little energy spark, caused them to, I guess, to relate a little bit. And yeah, so after they start talking, they smoking, they drinking, they chill, whatever. The brother said, "Yeah, man, you're a cool brother." That's the big, the rich brothers told the other brother that trying to come. You're a cool brother, man. When I first saw you, man, I saw you looking hungry, man. You know, and I know there's a lot of hungry brothers out here, man. They be just on me like that, man. I can't deal with that. So they told and laughing and this and that. And then before they go, man, the brother said, "Yo, man, I gotta go use the Jones." The brother said, "Yo, but before you go, man, this is what I do, man. This is this is this is what I do." He said, "Man, I'm a rapper, man. I'm a rapper, and yo, man, I would like you to listen to this, man. The man go put his CD out, man. Get it to the brother, man. Tell him, yo, dude, you know, listen to this, man. Man, look at the CD, looked at it, give the brother a five. He hugged him. He said, man, I'll be back, man. Let me go use the Jones, man." God put the man's CD in his pocket and then went to the bathroom, man. And he started talking. He started, yo, this man figured that I'm going to just blow it up like that. Come give me his CD. Talking about his stuff. It's hot, man. That man threw the man's CD in the toilet, man. And pee on it and flushed it, man. And then when the brother happens to get up to go to the bathroom, he in there, and the brother come and use the bathroom. The man look, the man see throw his CD in the bathroom, and the man said, "Man, why you did that for, man? You shouldn't take my CD, man." He look at the man, he tell the man, "Look, man, you say you want to be a star, man. You gonna be a star, man. You ain't no star, man. You'll never be a star, man. I'm the man right now." And the brother beat him up in the bathroom, man. That's to show you, there are people in life, man. They talk things because they ain't got stuff. But if they had the chance to achieve it, man, you would know they would not do a change, man. Because even right now, you see, God tests everyone, man. And that's real talk. See, if you're going to wait to have $1 million to share a million, no, if you would not share $1 with me, no, $5 with me, you think I'm going to wait when you have a million? You're going to share? Man, you could even share the little that you had. Why would you share the majority that you have now? That's not your nature. Everybody, this pandemic came for two purposes. There are people that has ability, and they're gonna put their ability to use, and they're gonna do something with themselves, and they're gonna change, and they're gonna earn, they're gonna get up there. There are some people that's taking this time to emergent people, to job people, lyrics people, corn artists, tricksters. You feeling me? They have all these people here, out in this money. They ain't up to no good. Because you can see, they greedy. They don't share. They don't. They lies. Listen to them and you know how they lie. Even with the things that they say, you gotta listen to them. I keep telling you people, listen to what the BlackStar Redshot is saying. Listen to when they're talking. Okay, people? Listen to them. So people, I think I have an hour with y'all guys now. What is it, after one? Wow. What is it? So see y'all on Sunday. All praises unto the Most High. Peace and blessings. Do not forget, on Sunday I have that 12 o'clock live, and then I have another one maybe at it's an hour. So I have another one at 2, and I have another one at 7. Sunday Night Live. So tomorrow, stay tuned. Don't forget to support me on the event. You can send your donations to $Redshot BlackStar, and we're taking donations to make this event happen. People, do not forget, I got my workouts coming out. I just got my power press. You're gonna see I'm doing more things with that. And I said, people, watch the ability of those who wants to teach. Uh, how could you be an instructor to someone when you are performing a workout that you cannot complete? How could you come with a regimen and now there's a difference that if you just created something just fine and you want to show the world. But any person that gonna wants to pass on the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding to another in the form of calisthenics, then you gotta have game, man. You can't look when you come to do 10 push-ups, you're forming right, and it's just 10 push-ups you're doing, or 20, or 50. You're gonna do 5 sets of 10s, but none of them ain't right, you're forming right. You know, all of you teach people like that. So most times you could see the character of the person and their ability. This is not what it takes. They're just into this like, because it's a race to them. They figure they're gonna win something, got something to prove. And sometimes people give people thumbs up for, I don't know. Sometimes it's just favoritism, you know. But when it comes to the real deal, man, I'm a realist. And if it ain't real, I don't want it, man. If it's fake, can't make a joke with me. Faking, joking. My characteristics, I take it for real. That's why when I'm in the bar, I do them perfect pull-ups. If I'm gonna do leg raises on the bar, man, my stuff come up like it's a remote control automatic. No knees bending, straight up, straight leg. Form is important. A lot of them doesn't want to deal with form. They just want to just come out and want to do this stuff, talking this, that, and the other, man. Get your stuff right, your form right. That's why when I teaches my people, the people that comes out and work with me, they will say, well, Red, you hard, man. You hard. Why you so hard? No, I need you to do it right. I need your form right, and you're going to have the right ability. I don't want you so that the young guy came in, he said he's been watching me for a year. When I tell him go on the bar, he was doing the upper body, but the lower body was not right. I had to show him that. Because if I'm going to teach right. I don't want to be like the teachers that teaches our children in the schools and teaching them the wrong thing. What our children cannot learn from history that is not history. So peace and blessings. Sila, bless. One love. Smash the like button, share this video. Until next time, peace. And I say we are royalty. Purple is the color of royalty. Don't let nobody tell you difference. We are kings and queens. Peace. Bless. I'm out.